Hello there, and a very good morning from here at Sports Today. From all of us here at the Sports Today family, we look forward to this Sunday being hopefully less hectic than the Saturday evening was. The morning, I can tell you, hasn't been as hectic as yesterday's evening was. We'll talk about what happened yesterday evening. I'll also talk about what is it that happened in the Premier League after that. As we always do in this morning wrap, we try and bring you the very latest from the world of sport. By now, you may already be well versed with the IPL retention rules. I'll come to that in just a bit. We've already done a separate video on that. And there is a lot of chatter happening about Mayank Yadav as well, because he's gotten his maiden call up to the national team. In fact, we did hear here from his coach, his childhood coach has talked about how VVS Laxman played a very pivotal role in his rise to not just IPL to the IPL ranks, but also now getting his maiden call up. He's one of the three pacers who will be featuring in the T20I series against Bangladesh. A couple of things that we've gotten to know what Lakshman's advice to Mayank Yadav was, and that was to work on his score, to strengthen his score as much as possible so as to increase the longevity as far as his bowling career is concerned, and then maybe think of playing the longer format of the game, which is why we've seen him in a very limited capacity, only that too in white ball format of the game. So that's number one for you. I talked about the Premier League as well. I'll tell you what is it that we saw in the Premier League over the last evening. Plenty of interesting matches over there. Liverpool, by the way, the first big news is that Liverpool have now gone to the top of the table because Manchester City dropped points away from home when they were playing against Newcastle. A 1-1 draw for them resulted in them slipping to the number 2 position. Arsenal at number 3 right now. Liverpool, by the way, with that 2-1 win that they registered, that was the last piece of action that we saw on the night. That was at the Molineux against Wolverhampton, where they got a 2-1 victory. It was Mohamed Salah who scored the second goal and gave them the crucial 3 points. That has now taken Liverpool to the top of the points table. So Liverpool number 1 with 15 points after 6 games. City down to 2. Arsenal got a thrilling win against Leicester. That match was a real entertainer. And the other bit to talk about from yesterday's action was Chelsea's win against Brighton. Again, a very entertaining match, and Cole Palmer, who continues to make the headlines, yet again found himself making the headlines with him scoring not one, not two, not even a hat trick, but in fact 4 goals. That too becoming the first player in the Premier League history to score 4 goals in the first half. That's the first time it happened in the history of the tournament. So he continues to break records, Cole Palmer, and continues his stocks continue to rise. What is it that we can look forward to on this blockbuster Sunday? It is Manchester United's encounter against Tottenham Hotspur that you have to be looking forward to. That was billed as the blockbuster fixture of this weekend, and that is the one match to look forward to. That happens in I think 9 o'clock India time. That's when you get to watch it. Interesting to see, with pressure mounting on Eric Ten Hag. The previous match ended in a draw. They're in 11th position at the start of the match. Let's see where is it that Manchester United can finish if they get those crucial 3 points. That is what the Red Devils will be eyeing for. Quickly, before I wrap things up, let's just run over through the IPL retentions as well. The rules and regulations finally released officially by the BCCI, but we here at Sports Day already gave you a lowdown of what is it that you can expect. So 6 retentions being allowed. You can retain a maximum of 5 capped players. It can be a mix of uncapped, and it can be a mix of overseas and Indian players. That's left totally up to the franchise. You can also retain a maximum of 2 uncapped players. So maximum 6, but 5 capped players, 2 uncapped players. That's the breakup over there. The return of the RTM also, that's also the big takeaway. No longer can players then commit themselves, get themselves in the IPL auction pool, get picked, and then withdraw from the tournament. Now going forward, the ICC has announced sanctions for 2 years. Though such players will not be allowed to participate. And the other big news, which is going to benefit the Chennai Super Kings the most, is that if a player has not played for 5 years, or has not featured in the playing 11, in that case that player may qualify as an uncapped player. So Mahendra Singh Dhoni, they get to save some money. Mahendra Singh Dhoni gets 4 crore rupees. They don't have to pay him the big bucks, and that benefits them in the mega auction, which is set to happen in the month of November. So that's it as far as the latest from the world of sport is concerned. Let's see how the day plays out. Talking about how, what to expect going forward. Well, we are expecting that at 12 o'clock, in exactly about an hour and 3 minutes, there'll be inspection at the Green Park Stadium in Kanpur. Let us wait and see if there is some play possible. Not even a single ball being bowled yesterday. But let's wait and see what is it that happens today. At the moment, I can tell you before I leave that the covers have totally been removed. There's no part of the ground that's been covered, and if things are to stay this way, maybe at some point around 12:31 we could indeed see some cricketing action. For now, I'll be taking your leave, but the day's just begun, so stay with us here at Sports Today.